Welcome back, everyone. Oh no. Anyways, we're back with this. Oh yeah. Also, yes, we got House of Spiders Dumb Apprentice Secret now. So now I'm doing an entirely different team composition. Jesus, that's loud.
전투의 예법대로 한 놈씩.
Oh. Okay.
준비들 다 됐나?
Bing bong, bing,
전투의
bing,
걸음.
bing,
전시
bing,
준비는
bing, bing,
구름이라면.
bing.
준비들 다 됐나?
Yeah,
볼 것도 없이
that's my
처형이군.
team now, boy. I can't wait to finish this so I can get back to Metro, bro. Well, then again, I could just record it as well, but it's whatever. Dead mom. Oh,
나는 하루랑
That lag
며칠
was
동안
insane.
그들의 관을 지키며 저승에도 못 갈 이들을 위한 봉헌을 한단다.
why did you choose the bottom one?
그건 내가 하는 몇 안 되는 일들 중 하나지.
Struggling. Why is Ryoshu just? I might be tripping, but okay, I might be tripping. Oh wait, this one. Yeah.
그려낸 대로.
Alright, he cleared. That was just bad luck. There you go. Get on.
쳐다보긴
Man.
얼마나 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
그렇지.
I literally just ate, so that's why I'm like a little more active than usual. I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I was saying. I wouldn't be surprised if she fails this.
뻔하잖아.
Because I really just do it.
내
Because why
차례네.
not?
심장을 노려.
Oh yeah, the prescripts. Man, I forgot all about it. I'm literally using characters that use that. Don't question it, bro.
왜? 관. 휘적.
좋아. 지령에게 불확실한 것은 없네.
Alright, who else is getting? Dawn is being attacked with the prescript. Weirdly enough, she ain't that weak, so Oh, that's just. Oh, okay. Who are you attacking? Of course, out of all people, you're attacking Dawn. They're all attacking Dawn. What? Better. Oh yes, one of these both. Shoot, Don, you're just gonna have to do it like that. Okay, so.
재밌겠는데?
우와, 지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 공호대 같았어. 아이씨, 짜증나게.
쳐다보긴 얼마나 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
Ooh. Ooh.
그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸내.
열라 열받죠? 이러면 아무것도 못하죠.
심장을 노려.
무함응정.
Okay, you're attacking her. What spell? Oh wait, hold on. Shoot. Damn, why everyone attacking this character?
예측할 수 없게.
That was just bad luck, Don.
대응 완료.
Dang, that was incredible bad luck.
아이씨, 짜증나게. 가만히 남았어도 이 정도쯤은.
셋째.
그렇지. 야, 바로 그거다 딸내.
되겠냐고요.
한눈 팔았으면 되져야지.
재현할 뿐.
아비규환.
생각이 많아지니 저런 실수도 나오는구나.
You're attacking Heathcliff. Okay. Just in case.
이 궤적을 보고 떠올리시게.
쳐다보긴.
이제
우리 엄마 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
갖고 놀기. 틀렸다. 그쯤 해줬으니 도장 한번 벗겨야겠군.
That's something.
이제 싱수에선 벗어났나? 이 순간이 다하도록 베어내리라.
해체 끝. 이제 같은 수는 안 통할 거다.
I just realized why it take my brain so long to realize which character I used for that. Let's not question it, y'all.
나도 앵두 너처럼 세금 하나 생기면
필요하십니까? 그럼 사드려야죠. 값을 받고 빚이라도 내서 제일 좋은 검으로 하나 장만해 드리면 됩니까?
What? Who are you attacking? Dog.
앵두야. 아 네가 하면 농이 아니라 진담 같으니 부디 그러지 말았으면 좋겠고.
Oh.
검은 지금 것으로 충분하다.
Bro, are we serious right now? Okay. Whatever, dude.
예측할 수 없게.
여덟. 앞으로 하나.
Dang!
말했잖아. 느리다고. 아이씨, 짜증나게.
I'm like, why were you just allowed to keep rolling heads?
바이올렛. 브레이크 스루.
Be stupid just because the prescript is telling you to attack that person, because that makes no sense.
베어내리라.
쳐다보긴. 우리 엄마 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
준비한 기믹은 이게 다인가? 그렇지. 바로 그거다, 딸렘.
모, 분, 조, 토. 역시 모가지를 분질러야 조용해지는군. 저 도야지 같은 새끼들.
I don't know. I guess there.
자신 있으면 받아봐.
압제 완료.
훌륭하구나.
낮도 밤도 지워 숨이 닿도록 베어낼 뿐.
대박! 방금 짜증나게.
그렇지. 바로 그거다, 딸렘.
팝콘 쯤은 줘도 되잖아. 이럴 때 딱 씹어줘야 하는데.
지리멸렬.
먼 것들 압도적인 전력 썰어버려도 상관없지.
You know what, whatever. Official.
역시
Oh,
늘 먹던
그대는
맛에서만
어디까지 가고
느껴지는
있어?
운명적인 죽음.
don't matter. They're dead anyway.
재밌었다. 자, 오늘 할 것.
Kind of a letdown when they were body blocking the door like there was some big secret behind it. Right? Looks just like any other average family home. Oh man, I get cleaning's up a chore, but Pete should at least dust their home once in a while. A thick layer of dust covering every surface and the blotchy wallpaper made it clear that no one's been living here for a good while. Whichever family lived here must have had a child. Look, there are drawings, and dolls too. Though, it seems like the place has been abandoned for quite a long time. Could something bad have happened in here? Yeah, something must have happened in here that caused the family to flee, and they never got to return. Yeah, lots of evidence suggests that, wow, the open door and the single shoe just lying around. So someone fled from home for a reason, never to return. I don't know. It's kind of hard to narrow down the cause. It really could have been anything. Are you searching for something in particular, Roshu? Was it? Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you say her name, bro. Because I was watching someone else and they said her name different. Like, okay, I'm not gonna go by it. I'm just gonna keep saying it how I say it, till someone decides to correct me. Yes, but it doesn't seem to be here. Every framed photo is singed beyond recognition, and whatever documents there were have been torn to shreds. Kinda like my memories. So this wasn't where he escaped to, huh? The index nurse father, Rian. The last time we saw him, he fled the house via the corridor after suffering a severe wound at Ryoshu's hand. If by some miracle he survived, there's a chance he'd come after Ryoshu again, but something about our last encounter led me to believe that it was the last time Ryoshu would ever see him. Do you recognize this drawing? I found myself hoping to see Ryoshu piece together another memory. She'd been recalling new details all day whenever something caught her attention. Sadly, she responded by softly shaking her head. No, I don't.
완벽하게 수행되었지 않은가. 하지만 아직 기약은 없구려. 그렇다.
Oh.
여전히 난 아무것도 인가.
5, 4.
Don't tell me this is already. I stopped at that part because I thought it would be a little longer, but okay. After leaving Rian's quarters, we explored the Index's corridor for a while, but didn't find anything that could help piece Ryoshu's memories back together. Woo! Great work. Now that leaves just the Pinky Nurse Father's corridor. But that room didn't have any back doors for us to explore. There were countless more in the adjacent corridor, but a guideline makes it a bit difficult to delve into each and every one of them right away. Which means that our work here is done. Thank you for your assistance, Dante. Ah, okay. Glad we could help. Dante replies they're happy to have been of assistance. Well then, it's been a pleasure. After a brief round of handshakes, Alan returned to the forward base. We probably should have done the same, but I want to take a look around here anyway. Sure. As we had more business here than simply checking the doors, we decided to stay a little longer and investigate the Pinky's corridor. The Pinky Nurse Father's room had a peculiar structure. Each door we opened led to a room identical in shape to the previous one. And even though I was certain we traversed through quite a few rooms, we somehow found ourselves back at the starting point. There were some small design differences between each room that helped to tell them apart, but it's difficult to tell which is which unless we look really hard at every detail. Where are we now? The kitchen? How do you know that? I've been here before. Someone ghosted me after promising to watch Fixer clips together, so I thought I'd come visit. And someone y'all met too, I think. It was, must be another one who was severed by the Shiki. Damn, you might be right. His name was Ren, the Pinky Apprentice. I tick-tocked, but no one here really seemed to have anything to say to that. I suppose that only makes sense. After all, his existence registered to no one here but me. So when you said back at K-Corp that you'd cooked before, you were talking about this, huh? Yep. I used to perform intense culinary artistry here. The scab was shaking. The reviews were glowing. One of them was, YUM, meaning, yeah, unbelievably mouthwatering. The scabbard, Araya, was defiantly shaking from side to side in a valiant effort to deny Roshu's claim. Must have been pretty damn bad, huh? I'm having a hard time believing her, if you ask me. What did you usually make? Boxed lunch. Boxed lunch that kids might bring to grade school, with sausages cut like octopuses and tamagoyaki. Bit simple to be intense culinary artistry, don't you think? IF. Didn't you know there's something like a school lunchbox rivalry? So I want octopus sausages, tamagoyaki, and why are we making sausages out of an octopus? No, I mean sausages cut like octopuses. And why are we cutting sausages into octopus shapes? 'Cause it's adorbs, that's why. Something like this. What? What's that? Sausage carved into an octopus shape. Didn't miss a single suction cup. Come on, I didn't mean like a real life octopus. It's gotta be adorbs, okay? Isn't it all the SD once it goes down the gullet? Why is this so important? But Mommy, there's nothing like a school lunchbox rivalry. IDU. Huh? You're doing your weird acronyms again, aren't you? It means I don't understand. That's when you say IDK, Mom. What in the world is going on? These must be some of the happiest memories Ryoshu and Araya shared. The sinners, me and Araya, even as a scabbard, could imagine or recall them in full. But for Ryoshu, the most important part of those memories remains sliced away. Still, we can continue to piece more and more of her memories together by going over these places. Do you want to check out what's upstairs too? As soon as I asked, however, the sinner's footsteps came to a simultaneous stop. Wait. Hang on, Clucker. Don't open the door just yet. I looked back and forth. I looked back and found Kira and Heathcliff poised to fight, hands on their weapons. This way, manager. And Mersault, who realized what that indicated, yanked me to the back of the line. And in mere moments, so there was someone guiding those whelps. Figures they send more than farther to the House of Spiders. Stinks of wet dog. The claws of a massive paw slashed through where we had just been standing. Wolf mask? Whoops. Really is as Maestro Emil. I forgot how to say that name again. Even though I literally just. Jesus! I like how I'm so focused on the name. I just realized who this character was. I already saw them. But god dang, they were not lying with this. Emil Benoit said, "This place is already occupied. If you'll be so kind as to help me with directions. Is this where Master Callisto's art is located? Does it look like there's art in here?" The question came from a woman who appeared from one of the doors that led to a different corridor. She was wearing a wolf mask, and unlike the fathers we had encountered thus far, she seemed to make it a point to speak and act with decorum. But a subtle hint of violence in her voice quickly betrayed this air of fox civility. Sure you're at the right address, lady? Robo-Unc's stuff ain't in this part of the house. Find a different corridor. Yes, I am aware. But I'm not here looking for his creations, which are easily mistaken for mass-produced garbage. I could feel her intense gaze even though her face was obscured by the mask, and there was no doubt that her eyes were bearing down on Ryoshu. Suddenly, I was reminded of what Rian said moments before he fled through the corridor. We let them observe us too freely. What? What is that? The fathers got to confirm a lot of important intel, including the fact that the House of Spiders has fallen, and that Ryoshu currently has possession of the Arayashiki. They want Ryoshu for themselves, whether she's completed or not. Ryoshu as she is now. Oh, isn't that intriguing for once? My name is Rufo Yoshihide, the blade coveted by the Five Fingers, Master Callisto's final and posthumous masterpiece. As a docent of Fathism, please allow me the honor of escorting you to our gallery. Do I want to? Don't see the point in hanging out with people in those unesthetic AM. As expected, Ryoshu declined Rufo's request with a curt reply. And Araya too rattled angrily in the docent's general direction. Then, I'm afraid my only remaining option is to rely on our usual method of ushering. How are arms? I don't know, she's probably tougher than me at my maxed out stats. Really? The shape of her ring suggests that she is a docent of the school of Fathism. Her position is comparable to that of a capo of the thumb, or a big sibling of the middle. Verily, that maketh her a foe who may surpass even Ricardo's might, or with a stroke of ill fortune, even Lei Hang. Doubt she's anywhere near as strong as Lei Hang. Our chances are HOHOM. What? Half or more? I like those odds. Half or more. Dude, really? Outmoded. Has-been. Why seek out the art of a has-been after all this time? It was a decision met with such much confusion from the outset. To entrust such a I'm sorry, I'm somewhat distracted by it. Momentous project in the hands of one such as Callisto. Why everyone agrees that it is no less foolish than casting a pearl before swine. before SWAT. Yeah, I think I said that. And they were quite on point with their assessment. His what? Recovered from the house were more tools than art. It's not that the likes of workshop meisters might assemble. No self-respecting maestro would create such mundanities and call them art. Now, I must ask for your forgiveness for presuming that you would be no different from the rest of his work. But what I observed above this room completely changed my perspective. The scorched corridor, the severity with which you scored the walls and the floor, as though a frenzied beast had torn through them. There's but one tool that could possibly have left such mark behind. At least you got a passable eye for art. Ishihari, I ask you, have you ever considered pursuing art for further evaluated beauty? It'll be an experience that departs from the dilapidated remnant that dubs itself corporism, a movement so constrained by its obsession over the human corpus that, once it had depleted all meaning it had to offer, and began piling on empty definitions onto itself. Jeez, oh my god. Fauvism is a movement that has broken from the traditional mode. How did I say that? Unfettered like a beast that roams free, we dare ourselves to ask questions that challenge the mind. What is man? What are things? What does it mean to trace the origin? How do we define that which we called le fauve, wild beast? These are all of the subject matters that have led us fauves into the field of fertile creativity. Should you, a wielder of that relic, enter the fold of our movement, we will lay out your work in such an unrelenting spectrum of colors that it will be destined to leave an unforgettable impression in the annals of history. In other words, what we can offer you will be of much greater worth than what you may have learned from a teacher like Callisto. Never considered him my teacher. Not a real one, anyway. Finding beauty among the carnage of blood and flesh is a lesson I learned on my own. And yes, I know enough about your movement. Maybe I considered some of the works created by your school acceptable, at least among the rings or not. I can't remember. Then, will you? But I don't know. I don't know what makes your art more elevated than the one I pursue. The one you pursue? Didn't the site you claim to have seen clue you in? Oh, it did. I do understand. Your art may appear to be no more than unchecked chaos at a glance, but upon closer observation, it reveals a fierce, dominant force that threads the entire scene together with its keenness as the connecting suture. What? There's so many words I have no idea what they are. Your blade work too shows such multi-layeredness. Mere keenness often entails mundanity. Yet you have transcended such a limit by squashing the tail end of each slash. Truly, a unique aesthetic sense. Believe I've sufficiently understood the full extent of the artistic merit imbued in the scene. No, you didn't. Lesser painters like you are such mediocrities that they fail to recognize the beauty that lies in the grotesque here. I feel like I somehow said this wrong somehow. They do little beyond painting the hell reflected in their eyes and call that shallowness hell's beauty. The sorrow condensed into a cry held in an instant, wrapped unbound from the yoke of reason, the fading gleam of despair in the hewn. You give no doubt to what each of those emotions signifies, instead obsessing over the cursory qualities of what is beheld. Let me teach you otherwise. Pay attention, because I won't afford you another long-winded lesson. Myoshu readied her scabbard. Pointillisus, Parvis, Suprematus, Boleritus, Cubis. I visited my share of the Ring's galleries, heard their commentaries, but none of them were to my liking. Your art is an overcomplicated pile of definitions buried under symbols, caked in patchworks of empty shells. You and your art both talk too damn much. Just like Callisto's, kept trying to take from other movements, forcing meaning where there was none. Access is easy, Anyone can do it. It's beyond most. It's making it succinct. The art of abbreviation. Alas, if all is one by one abbreviated away, nothing remains in its absence, making the void left behind completely bereft of meaning. No, the void is what remains, and it holds things that can't be found anywhere else. What is this? A minimalist manifesto? No, my aesthetics go beyond the pursuit of simplicity. I pursue the natural germination of artistic immaculacy, a state of perfection wherein further abbreviation is an impossibility. Sangria. A bit abstract, isn't it? Too removed, too plain, with a distinct lack of any meaningful, striking qualities. What exactly is it that elevates your art above that of fauvism? Painters, with a stubborn sort that mere words can't convince. Indeed, there's no discipline more subjective than that of art. Discourse concerning its nature may extend for days on end, but it will not change the fact that unseen arts are meaningless, pretentious illusions at the end of the day. Then I suppose I'll have to carve it right into your eyes. Please do, though I'm afraid it may be overshadowed by the sheer vibrancy of my aesthetics. I, a docent of lit fauvism, shall personally welcome you to my critique session. God dang, bro. I'm trying to remember how a freaking boss fight. Oh yeah, this annoying little
경비실에서
crap.
나왔구나. 가둬놓기엔 너무 좁았던 걸까?
This boss is like slightly annoying, if I'm gonna be honest. You can't attack any. Oh wait, you can attack this person. Who's attacking this guy though? Ryoshu. Well, I guess you're. Never mind. Can no one attack this? No, someone can attack it. Okay, where's Ryoshu? Shoot. Okay, who are you attacking this? You're attacking Heathcliff. Alright, how about, can you attack this Ryoshu? Okay. Yeah, there we go, everything's clashing.
자신 있으면 받아봐.
쳐다보기.
Good job! Oh yeah, I forgot she uses like freaking bodyguards there.
사냥 끝. 모조리 해체 심장.
Oh, as long as we like kill these guys off, we should be fine. Oh, Heathcliff. Bro. We're doing like no damage to her. Well, like barely any damage to her. Oh, how did he get so many heads? They're like trading blows. There we go.
이거 분당 맞지?
무타법을 이제야 좀 이해.
짜증나게.
무아몽정.
마음 둘 안.
Yo, chill out, bro. Oh.
지가 내킬 때만 잘해줬지.
Okay, so you're attacking Ryoshu and her First off, might as well. Might as well. Sure, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? And might as well do that.
재밌겠는데?
Whew.
쳐다보긴 우리 엄마 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
갖고 놀기.
방금은 좀 쩔었는데.
그쯤 해줬으니 포장지 한번 벗겨야겠군.
이제 시
Oh.
벗어났나?
And also, ooh, that was some good luck right there, though.
그거다 딸렘.
Alright, Heathcliff, I see you. I see you. How much damage that gonna do? 5? That's fine. Three.
훤히 다 보여.
Trying to attack her is like
내 차례네.
a very difficult challenge the more SP she gets.
이 순간이 닿도록 베어내리라.
No way! Ryoshu, are you serious? Thank God you can barely take any damage.
낮도 밤도 지워 숨이 닿도록 베어낼.
But that's insane.
그새 능숙히 다루게 되었구나.
남았어도 이 정도쯤은 결정 해군. 좋아,
She
일영에게
just unlocks
불확실한 것은
ego.
없네.
Okay, she can suck. Now this is just like, you gotta hope. No, yeah, they're all good. They're all good. They're all good.
이
거긴
순간이
킬존이다.
닿도록 베어내리라.
Besides, they lose more SP the more we keep, you know, clashing.
방금은 간지였는데. 아이, 짜증나게. 아이씨, 한 번쯤은 줘도 되잖아.
Dang.
이럴 때 딱 씹어줘야 하는데.
16! Holy crap, bro.
그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸렘.
Four. Sit your butt down. Hey, go ahead, go ahead.
왜? 못 맞추겠어?
심장을 노려.
쳐다보긴 우리 엄마 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
Jesus.
자,
Like, as long as you don't got a good amount of SP, we're fine. And, dude, you're about to get staggered.
조.
No, and your stagger's already gone anyway. What the heck
역시
just happened?
모가지를 분질러
Bro is posing.
좋아지는군. 저 도연
Why?
같은 새끼들은.
I have no clue.
아직
Yeah, what happened to your stagger, Drisha?
어른일 뿐인가 보구려.
He just didn't get staggered. Okay, I'm not gonna. You're dominating that, so we'll let you have that. Let's see. She can handle that. You can handle this. You handle that. She can handle this. Wait, hold on. Anyone they got like? She's fine. Who the heck just touched my foot?
재밌겠는데?
Oh, it's a dog. It's my dog. But what dog is it? I mean, which dog? Not what dog.
그리고 멋있는 거 알아가지고.
Hey. That is you, Roxy. Sit down right now. Dang, just murder that one.
저런 위험을 보이시며 배워야 할 것을 뵐 때가 있었죠.
과거는 과거일 뿐이지. 본국 제일검조차 아니었던 내게 자랑할 만한 위험이 뭐 있다.
바이올렛.
Dang, bro. Get that SP away, bruh.
이 순간
You do not need all that.
베어내리라.
딸아이도 이 상처를 기억하고 있으면 좋겠구려.
얼마나 썼다고 벌써.
You know what? Might as well have these two attack that one.
그려낸 대로.
Like as I was saying.
그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸래.
Okay, I thought you only guard once, but never mind.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
이게 심장이 잠깐 저립됐기에.
Not gonna dodge? Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, she's overheat, that's why. I forgot already.
미래를 과거와 같이.
Usually I would say it, but
보기 좋게 거미줄에 걸렸군.
it seems like they're really ready to kill this person. And so let's get them the option. Let's let them kill them right now. Watch them actually just straight up murk. let's see.
헤르메스의 의지.
You shall die.
내내 격정적으로
Oh yeah, I forgot.
파도가 밀려드는
Her wolf form. I legit forgot about that.
군더더기였군. 추풍낙엽.
Well, that
분연히 싸워도
is still manageable. We still got like one move left for it.
당연한 결과일
Funny enough. God dang, bro. Hopeless is insane. Hold up. What would be considered having? Oh, that's since this is hopeless, we're going to have to switch that out. But for some reason, we cannot attack this one. So we'll just have to let it go.
자신 있으면
이
받아봐.
순간이 닿도록 베어내리라. 오, 제 행위. 그렇다면
당신과 한없이 닮은 급도
Well, goddamn.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
원망하고 말고 빌어먹을 패밀리도 너네들도 전부 훤히 다 보여. 내 차례네. 심장을 노려.
Oh, you're taking Yi-sung! I didn't even notice.
장부를 펼칠 것도 없겠군.
숨막히도록 견뎌왔고 절박하게.
Well, I don't really mind any of these House of Spider IDs dying. It really just power ups Yoshu.
그 뜻을 해금하겠네.
네, 뭐. 내려라 머저리들 이라는 뜻이다. 응? 왜 그딴 표정으로 쳐다보는 거지? 설마 내가 그 로싱이나 이희돈홍처럼 온순해졌을 것
예측할 수
같기는.
없게.
Well, that was some terrible luck.
아이씨, 짜증나게. 샷! 야! 대행 완료.
자세에 틀림은 없구나.
이제 갖고 놀기 틀렸다.
이 순간이 닿도록 베어내리라. 몰아치는 것은 처절한 원망뿐.
일곱, 앞으로 둘.
한눈 팔았으면 되져야지.
That was some bad luck, Riodian.
심장을 노려. 급이 안 맞는 싸움도 꽤 재밌다고
Hello?
생각했는데.
Why even?
이게
Well, first
구경하는
off,
입장에서
before I even do that,
몰라
then
애매하네.
you do this,
뭔가 만화책에 나오는
which for some reason is hopeless.
간지나는 기사라도 좀 쳐봐.
Hold on, let me see. 4 times 5 is 20. 22. Oh, here we go. This is the one I want. I'm taking no chances, bro. You think I'm gonna take that chance?
당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
장부를
let it go.
펼칠 것도 없겠군.
아마도 이런
Bro is
일이었을
still
거야.
living.
나보다 먼저
Even
엄마가
through all
집에
that,
돌아오는
he's still living.
학교 마치고 집에 돌아왔을 때 문 너머에서 엄마의 발소리가 들리면 그 울림에 신이 나곤 했지.
Interesting. Very interesting.
이 궤적을 보고
이
떠올리시게.
순간이 닿도록 되어내리라. 낮도 밤도 지워 숨이 닿도록 베어낼 뿐.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
I also noticed. What?
아홉째.
I knew he was gonna die at some point.
쳐다보기에는 얼마나 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
Time to unpack. And then she has to do it one more time just to even get the last one. But I don't think the character is gonna survive long enough for her to do that.
그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸래.
Like as I was saying, I don't think the character's lasting long enough to do that.
역할대로 재현할 뿐.
Dang,
귀하들이라면
Heathcliff.
능히 이길 것이라 믿.
Last one to kill her.
벌써 어딜 가십니까?
걔가 할 필요도 없어 보이니 방에 가서 세상 돌아가는 모습이나 보려 한다.
테레비나 보시겠다는 말 아닙니까?
완벽하게 수행되었지 않은가. 하지만
Oh,
아직
story.
계약은 없구려. 그렇다면 여전히 난 아무것도.
Oh, God! See, you're already looking much better with those superfluous animal parts removed. You're serious about founding your own movement. I already answered that. But you'll need time. Under the father's wing, at least until you can fully cultivate your movement. Perhaps. I don't suppose words have any meaning now. The Dulcet raised her giant arm as though to strike us in her final act of defiance. It slammed down upon the door we entered through instead. All I can do is buy time for... Mid-sentence, the Dulcet suddenly went limp like a marionette whose strings were cut. Dead. And he had thought at least her last words were going to be succinct? Ah, thus we are made foes for yet another finger, the ring. It's not doom and gloom already, fellas. We'll be an officer of the fingers all on our own for the first time, didn't we? I see this as a pretty definite win. All on your own, huh? Come on, bro. I was fighting my ass off out here. Her Gregor has a point. The outcome of this battle would not have changed by a significant margin, even if you had not been here, Kira. This is more like it. Won't have to freak out over a mere BB any more long as we're with Clockhead. I almost called him Clockhead. Ha! Don't start congratulating yourselves for achieving the bare minimum. Those who celebrate over so small an occasion don't deserve to stand aside the executive manager. Well, I guess this ain't impressive at all to people who used to be much stronger, like Otis or Don Quixote. Prithee, speak not such folly, for the joy of my compatriots is my own. Have you any inkling as to why she might have, in her final moments, elected to demolish the door? Right? It's not like we had a shortage of doors in here. Are we really debating the logic thought process of someone who is 2 seconds away from dropping dead? Was. How does it has? Come on, let's get out of here so we can bring everyone else up to date. Didn't I just leave this room? Ishmael walked out through the door we entered through and appeared from behind us. Oh shit! Where'd the exit go? Don't tell me the exit changes every time someone walks through it. No, can't be that easy. I am barred from enjoying the fresh air of the world outside. No longer free to travel the mountains and cliffs as my feet would carry me. As the other members of the Pinky are. I wish in no avail that I should be allowed to weed the delineations of wings and back streets. So this is what she meant. The back door through which she traversed is a passage to the corridor of to the corridor of the one called the Index Nursewater. Past the broken door we might, however, it avails us by a brief jaunt to the Pinky Nursewater's azure corridor before it returns us to this room. Rooms now locked in a loop without a starting point. Won't matter what door we open. Is there anything we can do? A rescue team will arrive in time. As this location adheres to the regular flow of time, like the warp trains, it will be approximately between a week or two from the present before we can return. That's pretty long. Well, the first problem we're going to have to deal with is food. As I'm aware, we should be good to go for at least 3 days. Thanks, Roger. So let's... I didn't bring any snacks. It's not like we were about to walk into one of the Elcourt branches or a dungeon, so... Yeah, makes sense. Looks like we're going to have to give this room a thorough search then. No need. If there's no exit, we cut open our own. What about the part where it cuts into your memories too? Do that yet? No. The sword. It still cleaves my memories with every slash. Don't know what memory will slash away this time, but it'll be something recent, or one I hold dear. Oi, wait! Don't be so bloody rash about it! Other than me, no one but Heathcliff still remembers the person he holds in the loving depths of his heart. Ever since the day of the Sepia Tempest, memory took on a special, precious meaning to Heathcliff. Heathcliff suddenly reached out and grabbed Ryoshu's arm. Though Ryoshu and Heathcliff's circumstances were undoubtedly different from each other, it was clear that Ryoshu's reckless attitude towards sacrificing her own memories triggered a sort of anxiety in Heathcliff. What? Didn't you hear? Them nerds will be here in a week or two to get us out. Why don't we just keep that sword nicely in that scabbard and wait it out? The radio doesn't work. What if we went up to the rooftop and entered one of those doors up there? There are thousands of them. Out of the question. By doing so, we'll be putting ourselves at a greater risk, that of casting ourselves into the endless maze that is the corridor. Okay, but we're dead meat if that brick wall of a maestro wanders right into this room. That wolf lady's last words, man, I'm seeing the flags. It's a hell of a risky move, yeah, but I think Yoshi had it. And her OP sword is our best bet. Right, but if we got lucky and they find us in a day or two. Quit freaking out, HC, Heathcliff. It will only be forgotten, not lost. Well, good memories don't tend to last very long. It's been a fun excursion, Clark. I looked toward the scabbard, expecting it to rattle violently as it did earlier, but it remained still. The white blade tune reveals itself, and crushed across the wall where the door used to be. And naturally, as the Aryashiki's blade cleaves through the wall, so does Ryoshu's memories. Aww, we're really getting somewhere. The dense strands of Arya's image, which had just begun to coalesce, I don't know how to say that, slowly unraveled and fell apart once again. Even still, Araya released the blade without hesitation. But it's okay. We'll try again, so... conveying no resentment, no hatred, but a few words of consolation. Don't feel too bad. As her voice faded into the gentle dark with Ryoshu's memories. Ah, welcome back. Question. What exactly was the point of verifying every back door within the House of Spiders? Oh, Hohenheim didn't fill you in? Any information regarding these doors holds an enormous value for us, not to mention the high-ups requesting us to reorganize the House of Spiders into a base of operations as soon as possible, even if we have to rush our work a little. Only speculating here, but I'm quite convinced that they're preparing for a conflict of sorts. These little pockets of absolute safety are extremely valuable during these operations, as you already know. Wait, stop right there. What? What conflict? What operation? Are you saying that our bosses are preparing for a war or something? You know, about that, I just feel like there isn't enough alarm in his voice, considering what he's saying. Preparing for what? Not even trying to hide it anymore, huh? Did I say something wrong? Must you ask to know? Aha. I thought everyone already knew. I mean, it's an open secret at this point. L Corp has already fallen. W Corp is teetering on the brink of collapse. You call us the aspirant W Corp. We call Limbus coming the aspirant L Corp, meaning we have a shared goal. Well, unlike the dead and gone L Corp, the current W Corp is still kicking, despite its rapid decline in recent years. As we all know, companies in the city aren't worth much unless they've got the military force to back them, right? It's only natural that a business conflict would lead to a physical one as well. This is just a mere team leader speaking though. Who knows what the higher ups in our companies are thinking. Either way, much fruitful collaboration was had today. This will reflect pretty well on our performance metrics, and we didn't even suffer that many losses. I can safely say that you should expect a positive review from us regarding this collaboration. After saying our farewells to Alan, we return to the forward base. I feel one of my hair strands on my arm, and shared with Hohenheim everything that's happened so far. Hohenheim and Foss both did not seem willingly to discuss the subject of the looming conflict, so we instead decided to have Ryoshu's memory and sword re-examined. Oi, Hohenheim, results out yet? Not yet, assistant. I clearly remember telling you 3 minutes ago that it would take about 20 more minutes. I mean, you've forgotten already. He talks too much. Ryoshu sounded irritated as she scolded Heathcliff, but I could sense a definite undercurrent of the anxiety from the way she kept puffing her cigarettes into a stub at increasingly shorter intervals. This room might be more smoke than oxygen at this point. Mine slowing down a tad. They're practically fumigating the room with cigarette smoke. And speed up, glasses. Gonna bounce as soon as I hear the results. Both of you need to learn to respect that things take time. Yes, time is indeed relevant. Relative. Relevant? Bro. I don't know what's going on with me today. But the fact that I have managed to complete an in-depth analysis of an item of such mystery in a single day is an incredible fast turnaround, and therefore deserves your appreciation. I've been attempting to rein in the more self-indulgent part of myself as of late, but I believe this achievement deserves to be elaborated upon. It's an evident truth that such a result could not have been replicable had it not been for my genius brain. Go out to the hallways and grab any passing researcher and tell them about my incredible turnaround time, and you hear them say, "Whoa, done already?" And to that, I will answer, "Shut the fuck up." Evidently, tired of the two sinners alternating turns hounding him for results, Hohenheim seemed to speed up the analysis and managed to hit the finish line at much earlier than 20 minutes. Whoa, done already? Yes, there are times when test results are earlier than the predicted time frame. Many of those instances are easily attributable to my genius at work. And why aren't you saying anything? Give me the TR now. You did tell me to shut the fuck up, so I am attempting to observe the exact merits of doing precisely that. Damn, that was a comeback right there. Ha! You'd think Yoshihide would ever use known acronyms straight? Whatever, something like, she's the... What? That's a whole day. Unwind after work, though. And your verdict on her interpretation? That is exactly what I meant. She's better than MTL in some ways. How she lies as she breathes. In that moment, I might have caught a glimpse of the scabbard rattling slightly atop the examination device. Almost as though it were giggling. Very well, and I'll get right into it. First, the memory of the time she was complimented for her cooking has been erased. Huh? That's it? Hardly. Second, a name has been erased from her memory. Do you recall the name of the man who works with Manager Sutter? Effie? I would have asked in the past tense, had it been him whom I was referring to. Pilot? Glad Miss Sutter wasn't here for that. That kid. Right, I don't remember his name. She forgot Pilot's name? Among other miscellaneously deleted memories are 172 hours of Don Quixote's tales of adventures and the types of food she fed to the seagull. Are you telling me Don Quixote's tales of stuff are actually helping? Fie upon it! Dost thou say that the memories most precious to young Ryoshu and me have been thrown into utter destruction? Look, Don Quixote, I'm not trying to be mean here, but that seems pretty acceptable, doesn't it? For the price of unsheathing a sword like that. If we're going by sheer volume, I wouldn't quite say its mileage is acceptable. It erased several days worth of memories just for a single swing, didn't it? I mean, yeah, but they kinda sound like inconsequential memories, don't they? Craig and he forget stuff all the time. How's this any different? The seemingly inconsequential nature of these particular memories weren't achieved by sheer luck. In fact, it seems to have been impacted by the scabbard of the Araya Shiki, or to be more precise, the power of Araya's ego. That's so. Ryoshu looked down at the scabbard with an uncertain, hollow look in her eyes. All that remains of Araya in Ryoshu's recollection is a blank space where the fragments of her existence used to be being removed again. Well, it takes a rather significant amount of time. The scabbard seems to be, yes, capable of selecting which of a sender's Ryoshu's memories are to be erased as the cost of using Araya Shiki. Sounds like I should be grateful then. But Ryoshu regards the scabbard with a conflicted look, as though to approximate the outlines of the void she left behind. Oh, so it's got like a cooldown timer? She can use it whenever, as long as she gives it time to select the trivial memories? I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss them as trivial. The memory of the time when you were complimented for your work cooking. It was quite a precious memory, wasn't it? You've performed an inverse calculation of the relic's cost. Yes, according to our measurements, the sword seems to factor in the weight of each memory when calculating the cost of wielding it. It's become rather clear that it takes more than light memories to properly wield it. So have her memories been restored? As presumed, attempts to recall the erased beings' existence have resulted in failure. It is quite discouraging. But not all is lost. Simply by knowing that something used to be in that negative space, many things can still be reminisced upon. Like Ryoshu said, forgotten, but not lost. Clock. You just stepped foot into the world of Sangria. Oh my god, bruh. She flashes the briefest of smiles. and scatters it away with a plume of cigarette smoke. Collecting the GB will restore it. Golden bowl. What used to be here, in the pockets of void in my heart, my one and only. Ryoshu's gaze traced the invisible and the unperceivable. A few more days passed us by. We didn't spend those days idling. We visited Sade and Pilot in recovery, did a few odd jobs here and there, like helping suppress a distortion containment breach caused by a new LCE hype. Of course. But with all the loose threads tied up, we managed to finally, after so long, kind of feel it's like we're home again. Return to the bus. Bus, sweet bus. That's an insane I have never thought I would hear. The chair could use a little more cushioning, but there isn't anything like it out there. Damn, this is your ride? Hella badass. I'm sorry, hello again. Are you... You're still a prisoner, but... Considering the fact you're even here is a interesting thing. Between the two individuals who were looking rather pleased at Kira's astonishment, Hohenheim squeezed through to warn us about some things to watch out for. I asked team leader Alan to set the coordinates somewhere as long as possible to the nest. Keep driving through the door, and it'll bring you right to an empty spot on the highway. Don't hesitate or hit the brakes, because if by any chance there's a car driving behind you, it'll crash into the bus. Nods. So what are you two doing here on the bus? Decided to join the better team, did ya? I must admit to a certain degree of interest in hearing of your exploits, but to accompany you to them is an entirely different matter, isn't it? I'm only here to adjust your coordinates. Speaking of which, just how did you manage to escape your confinement? Oh, never mind. It would be funny if all of a sudden just Kira ends up just following us around. That'd be so stupid. I told them I had some stuff to help you with, and they let me out after making me scribble over some docs. Solitary confinement's hella boring, so I thought I might get some air. Might as well say goodbye to, well, I'm out and about, right? I see. Exploited the fact that the new hires don't have any grudges against you. I thought I told them to impress upon the new hires that prisoners ought to be treated exceptions to the... Ah, right. The person in charge of that training is currently checked into the long-term recovery ward. What problems stemming from the shortage of manpower? I best include this in the report. Sounds like they're both here to see us go. Well then, time for a valediction, I suppose. Perhaps I grown far too used to seeing your faces. Saying goodbye doesn't come out as easily as I expected it to. Another day of reunion must await in the future. I would appreciate it if such a reunion had a low probability of occurring. While I am not very partial to mathematical statistics like the probability theory, I hope your prediction is dead right. Well then. Hey, Yashi Heidi? What? What? How did I say what? What? Like, whoa. I wouldn't say we're family exactly, but... Listen, there's a lot of stuff I want to say to you. A lot of stuff I want to hear from you, okay? So... See you later. Abbreviated. Did I do that right? Acronymize it into L. Call me Ryoshu, now Yoshihide. Prefer the echoes of that name. After a round of goodbyes, the two disembarked from the bus and no sooner had the machinery clicked into place than the bus's wheels finally began to turn, bringing us closer and closer toward a blinding radiant portal massive enough to engulf the bus whole. Well, off to our next destination, I guess. Alright, where are we heading next? Doctor inquires about the next destination, Virgilius. Now that's more like it. Been too bloody long since I heard that question. Yeah, don't get too excited. When has an answer to that question never led us to anywhere that's not downright bizarre? Virgilius gave me a faint, knowing smile as though to confirm Ishmael's pessimistic remark, then delivered a comment that sounded too light-hearted for its gravity. Downright bizarre, is it? Well, Let me just say that it's high time we face such a sight. Our next destination is District 14. In other words, Manager Dante, we are now en route to N-Corp. N-Corp? N-Corp. So we are going there after all. N-Corp. Plenty of faces there I'd rather not see. As the rest of the senators voiced their various gripes and discontent with N-Corp, Musalt, who probably had the most amount of history with the ring, simply flipped open his newspaper like usual and began reading it with the same unchanging expression. As though for him, none of this changed anything. Now departing, vroom vroom. With that, the bus resumed its journey to yet another tale. N-Corp is insane. Bow, bow, bow. Oh my god, it's a... I'm sorry, is this also named Intervallo 7? Oh, you have to be kidding me. Shoot. I think I'll save that for next time, y'all. I don't really feel in the mood right now. So, bye-bye.